confidence make the Wilgerbosdrift HF Oppenheimer Horse Chestnut Stakes a two-horse race. But trainer of the second favourite, Mike de Kock, believes they're all racing for second.
Kommetdieding has hit the front.
It's showtime as winner of the Hollywood Bets Durban July and World Sports Betting Cape Town Met. Kommetdieding is in Gauteng to take on the Highveld's best.
Kommetdieding wins the bet.
Yeah, Michelle, he's been here just slightly over 4 weeks, and my goodness, you know, he's a utter professional, and no matter where you take him, he just fits in straight away. He's taken to rankies like a duck to water, and I couldn't have hoped for him to settle any better than what he has.
Michelle, I'm very pleased with him. You know, everything has gone according to plan. He travelled nicely from Cape Town. We gave him a couple of days to get over it, and you know, thank goodness it hasn't. We've had no hiccups along the way. It's been nice and smooth.
Winner of the WBA Intercontinental Heavyweight title at Empress Palace last Saturday, Kevin Lorino, was on hand to lend some muscle and support.
Judging by his draw, 4 Ashwin's lucky number, his weight, so far, touch wood, everything's going in our favour. It's always difficult here on the Highveld, especially coming from Cape Town, but just judging by the horse, and I know him very well, he'll be a very hard horse to beat.
He looks like he's matured as well, has he?
My goodness, yeah, finally, we've been waiting for so long for that penny to drop, and you know, I think having reached here and after the Mets, that's when it started happening, and he's filled out to the horse that we know he should be.
You describe him as a true competitor. Tell me about that.
He is. You know, whenever you're on a track, he's always looking to hunt down a horse that's in front of you, or even a horse that's galloping on another track. You know, he wants to put his head in front, and you know that's the type of character he is, and it's fantastic to feel that with him.
He's now realising that he's becoming a proper horse. He's still the kind gentleman that he is, but physically so much stronger and mentally so much stronger. So we've still got lots to look forward to with this horse.
Yeah, just looking forward to Saturday.
Almutana is coming through strongly on the outside.
Almutana has found form, winning his last 3 races, including the Grade 2 Wilgerbosdrift Hawaii Stakes in March.
Almutana brings a smile to my face because he's come so well.
Yeah, he's always a horse I thought a fair bit of. When I say a fair bit, I didn't think he'd get to Group 1 level. I thought he was a Group 3, Group 2 horse type of thing, but there he is today. In a Group 1, again, I think we've all got a lot to do to get to Kommetdieding. I think at the end of the day, he's also just got to really be healthy and be half ready for the race and Turffontein should suit the way he runs, in my opinion. So it's going to be a tough race. I think we're all, running for place money again. But having said that, I think the place money is quite competitive. They're all sort of on top of each other. So, however, he's also a better horse if it rains. I'd love there to be rain on Saturday, but it doesn't look like we're going to get it. But he definitely grows another leg when it's a soft track.
Are we going to see you down on KZN at all for some of our feature races in the province?
Yeah, I booked my boxes already in January, and we're taking a string of 20 down. I think this winter is going to be too cold for me in Joburg, so I can't wait to hightail it out of here, to be honest.
It's mk'spride.
8-time winner mk'spride finished 2.5 lengths behind Almutana in his last start. He now goes for his first win over a mile.
We've come to love him on the track. 8 wins, amazing horse. How do you see him, Paul?
You know what, we always said this, if there was a Group 1 over 1400, he would have won his Group 1 already. But we've given him extra stamina work for this particular race. We're going to ride him a little bit colder, give him a little bit of a chance. Let's hope. It's going to be very difficult to beat Kommetdieding. What a class horse, a champion. It's lovely to see him up here on the Highveld. It's just good for racing. The punting public are actually excited to see him. So he's obviously the horse to beat. MK, we would like to see him running on. And who knows, it's racing.
The Trainers' Championship looks like it's getting very exciting. Is it game on?
It is game on. You can see how grey I've gone since I've been put under pressure. Everyone wants, but you know what? We'll give it our best shot, and it's all in God's hands. We'll just try our best and see how it goes.
And Bengua's going all the way here with 100 metres to go. And Bengua's going to win the Allied Steel Road on a mission mile by 3 lengths.
Grade 2 on a mission mile winner in October last year, Bingwa had a good warm-up run in the Hawaii Stakes on March the 5th.
Bingwa's doing very well at home. I think in the race he should have a small chance. I mean, he has won a Group 2 over a mile before. Obviously, if you look at the race, it's quite a tough race. The two horses to beat there looks to be the Cape Town Raider, Kommetdieding, and then also Mr. de Kock's horse, Almutana. But other than that, all the horses in the fields, we've all beaten each other and raced against each other. And I'm quite confident about my horse. He's doing quite well at home. And yeah, he's an easy horse to ride. He's drawn 8. Looks like the pace is all on the inside, and he likes to go forward. So hopefully I can get him in a nice position, and yeah, hopefully he runs well.
Flying Carpet is coming home well up the inside.
Flying Carpet has only had one run since winning the World Sports Betting Gauteng Summer Cup last year, when stretching his legs in a progress plate at the end of December.
Wonder comes right back, has beaten Flying Carpet in second.
So his recent form is obviously over 10 furlong. The mile could be a question mark. However, when he was prepared for the Summer Cup, he had a run in a 1200 and he acquitted himself really well. He would have ideally have liked a prep for this race, but the prep run didn't stand up. It's not ideal going into a Group 1 without a prep race, but we've done as best as we can. It's a tough field. We'll also just put him on track for the season to come. Obviously working towards the July. We may take our chances in the feature on Champions Day, but you know, we just want to. It's a starting point. I feel he's fit enough to give a good account of himself, but it's not ideal the way he's been prepared.
These are the ones that count. Captain Lannister, Red Saxon and
Captain Lannister put up a smart performance in the World Sports Betting SA Classic when finishing just over a length behind Red Saxon.
Ashley, you must have been delighted with his last run.
Yeah, ecstatic. I was so thrilled. Yeah, I think Ryan gave him probably one of the best rides I've ever seen him ride a horse. And yeah, just it lets us go into this race very confident. You know, it made us change our plan, which is not always the worst thing.
I'm really happy with him at the moment. Geez, he's come a long way. I've ridden him from his debut start to now, and you know, he has his days. He can be difficult, but I'm so chuffed with him at the moment. And his last run showed what he's really capable of. We always thought he was this sort of horse. On the weekend, he's taking on the old boys, the big boys. So throw in the deep end, but I've got confidence this is the type of horse that he can swim.
Nice weight for age race, obviously coming up against Kommetdieding, who owns Ashwin owns both, which will be just super for him to have two top quality horses in the race. But yeah, David and Goliath, you know, every Goliath's got his David, and I really hope this is my little David. So we got to take our chances. So he's proven that he's worthy of being in the race, and yeah, he'll do his best.
MANZANO got a length to spare. Johnny.
Seen last winning in May 2021, PUERTO MANZANO has nevertheless won over this course and distance and is now looking to repeat it in graded stakes company. He once again has Keegan de Mello in the irons, but is possibly held by both Kommetdieding and Almutana on recent race form.
It's Safe Passage is just the leader. Pyromaniac is trying to wear it down.
Pyromaniac is effective over a mile, having finished second to Safe Passage in the World Sports Betting Gauteng Guineas, but had a disappointing run in the SA Classic last time out.
Yeah, another horse I'm not convinced he went in the going. Obviously the jury's still out to see whether he'd get the 18 and more. I believe he will. But it's, I think, an opportunity to come back to the mile. He's got a reasonably high rating. And, yeah, I think on his best form, he should be there.
CHIMICHURI run is getting going in videos in.
Known for his graded stakes wins over the sprints, the 6-year-old CHIMICHURI run, seen in a Pinnacle Stakes here in February, is now looking for his first win over the 1600.
How's he doing, and your reasoning for putting him into this race?
Yeah, he's doing well. Obviously, he's just lost, as the older horse, lost his pace. His pedigree suggests he should get this trip no problem. He's been a mile before, twice run really well, once to One World and obviously to Rainbow Bridge. So he's run against tougher company than this, and yeah, I think he's got it in him. I think obviously getting older as a colt, he might not be as reliable as he used to be as a youngster, but he's got it in him.
Second base as they come to the final 150, then Asterix.
Asterix ran a length behind second base in the Grade 3 London New Stakes. That form has since been franked, with second base's win in the Grade 2 Colorado King Stakes last Saturday.
Asterix is a real soldier as well. He's running the first 800-meter race and he's still going strong now. And he's got his little issues, but he's extremely well at the moment. The draw is a little bit of a factor, but we have Warren Kennedy. If anyone can overcome the draw, it's Warren, and he's doing very well. I think he'll be in the money.
Donald McDonald led by 3. Sound of Summer on the outside.
The useful and consistent Donald MacDonald is progressing in the right way and now steps up in class.
Well, you know, firstly, let's maybe mention his pedigree. He's a half-brother to Celtic Sea, who was, as we all know, a champion. She got a mile, but she also was a very good sprinter. And I trained the mother for Mrs. Oppenheimer. And I really felt, you know, that this horse has got the pedigree. She was by Captain L, as we know, and he's by Ideal World. And so hence he doesn't sprint, but he's been a very consistent performer in the lower divisions, and then, you know, just below top. Yes. And I did put him into the 104 Mediterranean on the day, also a mile, but he drew badly and was carrying 59, giving weight to a lot of the field. So I thought, well, you know what, there's only one horse Chestnut Stakes, and we can always go back to the easier divisions and maybe a Pinnacle Stakes. And so he's taken his chances. He ran a beautiful race in the Drumstar. He was cruising with 200 to go and just didn't quite follow through. So, you know, racing is racing, and if you haven't got a ticket, you haven't got a chance. But he's a wonderful horse. You know, you can do anything with him. He's got a beautiful nature, and hopefully he can spring a surprise.
Warriors Rest is further back in the field.
Warriors Rest had a good warm-up in the Senor Santa Stakes in March. Like stable companion CHIMICHURI Run, the Golden Horse Sprint winner is now looking for his first graded win over the mile.
As a young horse, he would have got the mile and more quite comfortably. Big, strong horse, has a lot of speed as well, but he started having wind issues, and we decided to keep him down the straight. He won the Group 1 with a wind issue, and after that season, obviously, we decided to have the wind up, which I think was successful. His last run in the Senor Santa was very good. Yeah, we're not 100% sure about the mile, but I don't see why not. He's in a good space, and yeah, let's give it a go. I think it's a strong field. I think, you know, it may be a little bit blurred in terms of ratings. There are 3 horses that are really way higher than the others. One's coming first run from Cape Town, the other 2, their form over 1400 is certainly sparkling, but they haven't achieved their rating over the mile. So it will be interesting, you know, because there is definitely the top 3 and a big gap to the rest in terms of the weights, but I think it's a quality field.